Hello everyone, it's Claire. Hope you're all having a great day. So this weekend, Matt and I were watching a murder mystery show. And something happened on there that was, I thought, such a great example of what I talk about so often in these videos. And if you've watched any of the videos Swati and I have done together, what we talk about, and that's how our thoughts and the meaning that we give things are so powerful. So in this show, it starts out with they find a dead body, and it turns out to be the father of this kid who's now grown up. And his father had disappeared when he was a child. And the child and his mother thought that the father had walked out on them. And the child, now he's a grown man, and he thought his whole life that his father walked out on him. And he said, my whole life, I thought I was a loser. I thought I was unlovable. I thought I was someone that my father would leave and never want to speak to again. And he had all these horrible thoughts about himself. And now he's an adult. He's lived his whole life because of this one thought. And then he finds out that his father was actually murdered. And that's why he never came home. And now imagine how different his life would have been. And he goes through this whole struggle, and he's all, very annoyed about this, that things would have been so different. He would have been upset and felt this feeling of loss, but in a whole different way than how he felt because he thought he was abandoned. So that's obviously an extreme case, but it's a powerful example of how the meaning that we give things is so powerful to us. And we do this every day, all the time. We give things meaning that often we're wrong about, right? So I'm sure you can relate. How many times have you thought to yourself, you left someone a voicemail and they didn't get back to you for a day or two, and you started to think, if it was a friend, is that person mad at me? Did I do something wrong? Why aren't they calling me back? Or they don't care about me? I'm not a priority. You can spin off the rails with negative things. And then you find out, oh, the person was actually on vacation and I didn't even know. The person's phone died, the person, whatever it was. We think if we invite someone to something and they RSVP yes, whether it's a work meeting or a party, and then they don't show up, you may initially have a negative reaction that the person just blew off whatever your party or meeting was. And then later on you find out that there was actually some emergency. Right? So we make judgments, we make these judgments, we give meaning to things, and they affect how we think about ourselves and other people, right? You're applying for a job and you don't get it. And you think, I'm a loser, I'm not qualified, I don't have the right skills for this, no one's ever gonna hire me. You get yourself in this whole tailspin of negative thoughts. Meanwhile, it could be that the hiring or the partner at the company's son just graduated and needs a job and he was given the job, or some other sort of connection that has nothing to do with you, but you've given this meaning, and it's so powerful. So just try and keep this in mind. You obviously are not going to be second guessing every single thought you have throughout the day, but when things are really affecting you, especially in a negative way, ask yourself, am I 100% sure that I have the facts to prove that what I'm thinking is correct, that the meaning I'm giving this is actually correct? What's my evidence? And then the other thing to ask yourself is, what are other options? What else could this mean? Could someone have had an emergency? Might someone's best friend at the company be looking for a job? Whatever it is. There's other options out there, and maybe those things can serve you better. Anyway, I hope this helps you guys, and have a great rest of the week. I'll talk to you again soon.